Hey there, boys and girls. This is Mr. Cook, and today we're going to be in Chapter 8, Lesson 8, Time to the Half Hour, the digital version today, on Thursday, March 18th. So let's get started. Now, a digital clock can also show time to the half hour. We've been working a lot on the analog clocks here, boys and girls, to the half hour. Now let's see how we're going to write it to the half hour on our digital clock on that side. So, big thing we need to start off with a digital clock here. If I were to say it's just 6 o'clock, I have to do 6, making sure I'm putting these dots right here to show that this is the time, just like up here shown there, and then putting 2 zeros there. That means we have 0 minutes in it. That's showing me that's 6 o'clock. Now, if I want to say that it's 6:30 or 6:30, it has to look like this. 6 and 30 minutes has gone by. Now, as you can see, there's two ways that we can see this. We can see the easier way, personally, I think, is the digital clock, because we can just see it's 6 and then there's 30. So that we know that it is 6:30. The other way that we have here, boys and girls, is the analog. This one gets a little more tricky because for us right now, we have to take a look to see what hour it's going to be. We are going to focus today on this hour hand first, and then we're going to focus on the minute hand. Now, as I can see, this hour hand, boys and girls, is right in between the 6 and the 7. We can also see that it's half past the number 6 because we know that our clock is always going in this direction. A is called clockwise. Now, if we're going clockwise, boys and girls, and it's going like that, we know that it's going to be half past 6, and that gives us a good indication that it's still going to be the 6th hour, though, until that hour hand gets to 7 and the minute hand gets up to the 12. So let's actually take a look at a couple problems here. So for number 1 here, boys and girls, let's take a look. Now, I can see that my hour hand is right in between the 1 and the 2. Now, I remember that since this is going clockwise, it looks like our hour hand has gone past the number 1, but it has not made it to the number 2 yet. So I know that it's still in the first hour. So this is going to be 1. And if we know anything from our time so far, we know that our time actually jumps up every 5 minutes. So every time that it goes up one number, we're jumping 5 minutes. So I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So I know that right here, when my minute hand is on the 6, I know that I have 30 minutes has gone by. So this time, boys and girls, is going to be 1:30. Because today we're working on digital time to the half hour. All right, now let's go take a look over here. Remember, always start with the hour hand. Take a look at that one. What numbers is the hour hand right between? And if I draw a line all the way over, put a little dot right here, I can see that it's in between the numbers 8 and the numbers 9. So what I need to do is think about what way is this hour hand moving. Now, this is called clockwise. It's always going to run this way here, boys and girls, all right? So it has gone past the number 8, but has not made it to the number 9 yet because it's halfway between 8 and 9. So that means it's still the 8th hour. And like we just talked about, boys and girls, that minute hand is either going to be on the 12, which shows us 0 minutes, or it's going to be on the 6, which shows us 30 minutes. So right here, boys and girls, we have 8:30. All right, let's keep moving here. Down to number 3, boys and girls. Now, let's take a look. Hour hand is the red one. It's the smaller one. Taking a look at, as we go back, taking a look at that hour hand right there. It's in between the numbers 11 and the number 12. So, I know, like again, I'm going to keep saying this, going clockwise. Our hand is going to go up this way, boys and girls. It's going past the number 11, but hasn't made it to 12 yet. So that means it's still the 11th hour. So 11. And you guessed it, minute hand is on the 6th. We're doing 11:30 here, boys and girls. Let's do one more and do a couple more practice problems. What is this hour hand in between? It's in between the numbers 3 and 4. Okay, so it's either 3:30 or 4:30. How do we know? It's halfway past 3:30. I'm sorry, it's halfway past the number 3. So we know that this one is going to be 3:30. Let's do a couple more on this page here, boys and girls, and then I'm going to let you guys go today. The one that I actually want to focus on right now is going to be this one right here. This is going to be the most important one because it's a little funky. Now, this number, I've always told my kids to go to the lower number to tell you what hour it's going to be at. But for this one, it's a little weird because we have the hour hand between the numbers 12 and the numbers 1. But the one big thing I want us to focus on today is, again, thinking about clockwise. Which way is our hour hand moving, and which way is our minute hand moving? It's always moving this way around the clock here, boys and girls. So think about this. The hour hand has gone past the number 12. It's halfway between 12 and 1. So that means that my hour hand is just past 12. So it's still the 12th hour. So this one is going to be 12, and minute hand's on the 6:30. So we're looking at 12:30 there. Let's do one last problem, and I'll get you guys moving here today. So, solve. Write the time on the digital clock. Mrs. Johnson's class has art at 9:30. It lasts 1 full hour. What time does art class end? So let's think. Time is always going to go forward here, boys and girls. So if time is passing, it's going further along in the day. So if art class is starting at 9:30 and it lasts 1 hour, it means we have to add 1 more hour to this time right here. So all we're doing is adding an hour to this. And if you do 9 plus 1, that equals 10. And the minutes stay the same, 30. 10:30. All right, so boys and girls, today you guys will be working on pages 607 to 610. You have optional work, including pages 611 and 612, if you want to be amazing, get that a little extra practice. But good luck, boys and girls, and have fun.